Good evening, vampires, werewolves, and all other nocturnal beings. Welcome to Tiddies by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade actual play run entirely by creatures of marginalized genders and presented by Tabletop Tiddies. My name is Kelly, my pronouns are they, them, and I will be your storyteller for tonight. But before we get into the episode, we want to acknowledge the colonial history of Canada and how Canada has and continues to take from Indigenous people. The effects of colonization are still felt to this day, and we acknowledge that this episode is being recorded on the stolen lands of the Anishinaabe, Chippewa, Haudenosaunee, Wendat, Secwepemc, Apache, Musqueam, Squamish, Tsleil-Waututh, Coast Salish, and Cheyenne First Nations. If you would like to know more about the effects of colonization and support some Indigenous charities and organizations, you can go to the resources page on our website at tabletoptiddies.com/resources. Also, special thanks to Paresh M for being a Patreon producer.
Paresh, thank you so much.
We really appreciate you. With me, I am joined by the investigators of the occult and unusual.
Hello, everybody. I'm Charlene Bear. I go by Char. My pronouns are she, they. And tonight I have a Sortami.
No.
So who knows what might happen. But I'll be playing Octavia Miller, the Tremere, whose pronouns are she, her.
Hello everyone, my name is Rachel Theilade, my pronouns are she, her, and today I am playing Evelyn Stormloft, the Nosferatu, whose pronouns are also she, her.
Hi, I'm Casper, my pronouns are they, them, and I will be playing Belgium Jerry, the gang girl whose pronouns are fight me, and he, him.
Good. Good, you killed Emily.
You broke her. Yeah, you broke them.
You can't do that when I'm taking a drink of water.
I respect those pronouns.
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Emily Matchette. I use she, her, any pronouns. And I play Imogen Wright, the Salubri, whose pronouns are she, her.
I am Dare. Pronouns she, they, they. Playing Leon, Cavallo, our lovely he, they, they, who is a Toreador, much like myself in real life. You've never seen me during the daylight, so don't try to prove it.
Before we get into the episode, we have a sponsor to thank. Inspire to create a space that you can be proud of at Inspire to Create Shop, a small Canadian business supporting and sourcing their materials from other small Canadian businesses. They have everything to make your space as cool and nerdy as possible. They have cheeky and funny decals to personalize your walls and cars, and dishwasher-safe mugs sporting your favorite class for when you come out of a long rest. Roll for initiative with Inspire to Create Dice Towers and get one for yourself using our code TIDDIESBYNIGHT for a discount at Inspire, the number 2, Create Shop on Etsy.
We also use Sirenscape. Sirenscape helps make our stream more atmospheric, spooky, and general vampire-y. That's my vampire sound for today. You can use it too. It's free at Sirenscape.com.
Oh, the vibe tonight is great, guys.
Well,
I love it. There's so much good vibes. I love our energy. I love you guys. You know who else I love? Live from the Apocalypse. You should go because they're super cool. Live from the Apocalypse is a not-for-profit tabletop RPG studio, a collective of over 15 talented players, GMs, and content creators who record, stream, edit, and produce hours of free actual play content, discussions, and interviews focusing on tabletop role-playing games and the community around them each week, all while raising money for progressive causes and good organizations. You can catch them all live at twitch.tv/live from the apocalypse throughout the week. 5 ongoing campaigns, including the sports anime turned to eldritch horror Pokemon game, Missing Numbers, Veilbreakers, a 5e campaign about a group of heroes who died trying to save the world only to be sent back to try again, and Class Reunion, an epic tale of 4 high school students from Ohio who have been trapped in a fantasy world for 10 years. If none of that is to your liking, you can go and search Live from the Apodcalypse on your app of choice. check out their Mask Actual Play podcast, Academy H, which follows a group of teen superheroes in a homebrew world with over 40 years of collaboratively created history. It's a lot of same consonants. Once you're caught up, feel free to join them for a live streamed recording session every other Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on their Twitch channel for a sneak peek before the next episode drops. Find all of this information, their socials, links to donate to the organizations they're fundraising for, their Discord, and an archive of all their past content at lfta.cardwith2rs.co. Check them out.
Woo!
Yeah.
Is there a La Sombra in this call for anyone else? Is there technical glitching happening?
Yeah,
I don't know, I was experiencing
a little
that.
Rachel.
Y'all have
pops
been a
and
little
clicks.
glitchy.
Oh boy.
I think just
Leave us alone, La Sombra!
Yeah.
I do want to say that if you are watching us live right now on Twitch, I would like to remind you to use your Amazon Prime sub if you haven't already. It's free, and the money goes to support all the titties. We got so many titties to support, so please don't forget to click that good old purple button. If you want to pay to subscribe, that's also good, but that's up to you. We'd appreciate it.
possible triggers for this episode: death, general vampire stuff, romance, and as always, bees. If any of those things are not to your liking, feel free to step away, take a moment, come back, or skip the episode entirely. We always have a previously on, so you can not feel like you have missed out. Y'all ready? Hey, you good? Then previously on Tiddies by Night, the months of Camarilla rebanding. Oh my god, take two. The months of Camarilla rebranding came to an end for the IOU as the coterie transitioned back into business as usual. We caught a glimpse of them in their comfort zone. Octavia was spending time in the seance room giving readings for customers, during which she felt a beacon of death somewhere far away from the city. Imogen was reconnecting with her faith as she explored the city looking for a suitable church. She was quickly recognized for her fame and became an icon for a few parishes. Jerry spent his time trying to recall his lost memory of the embrace, hopeful that writing a memoir would help. Unfortunately, the facts just wouldn't line up, and the block remained. Leon tried to assist to no avail, but they did spend some time with Anastasia Fulmore, the Bruja big lady. Leon discovered that she had been recruited as an enforcer for the Camarilla, and she possesses powers far beyond her few years since being embraced. Meanwhile, Evelyn increased her spy network by ghouling a raven and commanding a murder to gather intel for her. The day-to-day operations are now competently handled by William. The investigators of the occult and unusual then received one of their first real cases in some time. Rita Gibb, Octavia's ally from the Chantry, requested that they help an acquaintance of hers. After a quick glow-up from Imogen, the coterie heard her request. Rita was tasked...
Everyone loves a good montage.
Rita was tasked with being the point of contact for Ephraim Wainwright, who traveled to Ireland to acquire an artifact he claimed belonged to his family. He informed her how long the journey would take and to send a caravan to Canvey Island once his ship, the Loch Burge, was spotted in the bay. The date had come and gone, and no word was sent to Rita about the ship's arrival. With a successful premonition from Octavia, they learned that the ship was indeed near Canvey Island, but it seemed to be abandoned. The only sound, other than the creaking of the rigging and the crashing of the waves, was the sound of crying. A sound that Imogen recognized to be a banshee. The coterie...
Funny, because that was our episode yesterday.
Yeah. No theft. IP. Please don't steal. The coterie took the job, and the next day, accompanied by a flustered Anastasia Fulmore, set off for Canvey Island. You arrive at Canvey Island. The area is mostly agricultural land, but you spot a small town along the shoreline. It's mostly dark with a few windows lit by lanterns, and from your vantage point, there don't seem to be people wandering the street. Near the water, lit by the pale blue light of the moon, you see a lighthouse. The lantern doesn't seem to be lit. And off the shore, quite a ways, silhouetted in the water, is an ominous and large ship with the name Lochberge on the side. As you approach this small town, what is the coterie doing in your extravagant black carriage pulled by 5 horses?
I think I'm probably just talking to Anastasia about how we met Leon, because that's a really great story.
I'm all right. I'm always down to hearing fun stories.
Then Leon, he went out in front of the crowd and a riot ensued and everything burned to the ground. It was absolutely lovely, except for the fire. It was quite terrifying.
Yeah, I heard about
Would you agree, everyone? It was quite terrifying. I'm like eyeing Leon this entire time.
And that
It
was
was certainly
your
a
fault?
whirlwind adventure. Anyone have any less me-centered stories? I didn't think I'd say that, but
Do I need to scry your soul, Leon? If that
No.
is who you are.
I am clearly Leon.
I poke Leon in the shoulder.
What?
The
Why?
illusion
Why?
fades. No.
Making sure. You're acting all funny.
Imogen.
Are you
Imogen,
nervous?
Imogen. You know how you feel around. I whisper this. You know how you feel around Travis?
No.
Yeah, it's that one. It's that one. Okay, you get it now. It's that one.
No, I don't know what you're talking about. Oh. It was the sign of the cross.
That's the small blonde boy that was sitting behind the desk, right?
No?
The two of them are sweet on each other.
Oh. Well, I gotcha. We gotta be getting
Like,
close,
looking
right?
Between the two of them, just like
I don't hear any of this. My head is outside the carriage.
Who is piloting this carriage?
Oh, definitely the blind person.
No.
Fiend just knows where to go.
It might be me. I have 2 dots in drive.
All right. I will say that there's like one of those sliding things that you can open where you sit so you can talk to the group still.
Yeah.
That's why the whisper from Leon had to be so loud that we all heard it.
Yeah, exactly.
I didn't hear it only because me and Prophet are sticking our heads out the window and we're just like the whole way.
It's getting like brinier than the city normally is. The air tastes really like briny. That's the word. All right. Well, as your carriage continues on the long road, you can see a few distinct buildings. You see a small white chapel with a pointed roof surrounded by headstones. And to your right, turning down the road, you spot 2 larger, relatively long buildings. One of them doesn't seem to have any distinguishing features other than an annexed building that looks like a watchtower. And the other is well lit and has a sign that says, "The Lobster Smack Inn." And it looks that there are several lanterns lit inside.
Oi, anyone see that lobster place?
why, yes, there all the lanterns are. Perhaps we should see if anybody's there. Of course, or someone else who was a little bit more.
I'll go. It says smack in the name. I want to see if there's any.
I can go in.
I mean, I don't see why we shouldn't be able to, as long as we, don't break the masquerade at all.
Great.
Just
Exactly, as I cast Mask of 1,000 Faces
Whoa.
on somebody else.
Perfect. All right. Well, Imogen, I think we got to go down this road.
directs the horses.
The math.
Do I
Tiny-
feel strange about? Oh, sorry, Casper, I cut you off.
I was gonna just say tiny person, biggest horses.
Yeah. Borderline Clydesdales.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Does it feel strange the way that Anastasia just mentioned, like, just make sure we don't break the masquerade, though?
I
Is
mean,
it just like all Dracula business?
she is a Camarilla employee, and you know how the Camarilla feel in general about breaking the masquerade, so probably kind of just like more reciting what they tell her more than anything.
I'm gonna scry her soul just to be sure. I don't know. It was weird to me.
She also She also mentioned that she heard about the giant fire that we set to the fair. So
We did just say that. That is
Everyone's heard
true.
about that.
But I'm doing it anyway.
Doesn't she work for the Camarilla? They probably would be like, hey,
I know
Okay.
everything.
Give me a
here are
rouse
these
check.
fucks over here.
That's cocked. Cock. 6. My dice. I rolled it and it was like stuck halfway between two numbers.
y'all the vibes.
You do
Can't do
not
it.
get hungrier. So give me an int and aspects.
Alrighty.
Well, the first time I heard you say "give me an int," I was like literally thinking the giant walking tree, and I don't know. That's
Give me an int and some aspects, please.
4.
You focusing on Anastasia, send out your senses, and you feel resistance. Almost a practiced resistance, and you can't get anything.
Don't like that. Don't say anything though. But
She has her walls up. She's slow to trust.
okay, she can do no wrong by you. I got it.
Yeah, she's a very large woman. I'm very simple.
She's on a road trip with a bunch of people she doesn't know. All right, so you continue towards the Lobster Smack Inn, and the area does have like smaller houses, and you can see as you pass the like darker long building along the shore, you can see that it kind of looks like a Coast Guard building or something. But you make your way towards the inn, and you can see from inside a lot of movement. It seems that there are several people in there. The lights are well kept and keeping the place lit, and it seems to be relatively active in there.
Jerry's gonna barrel ahead and like push open the door and basically just announce, "Oi, who do I have to talk to smack a lobster?"
As you enter, you essentially get that like classic Western scene where you kick into the saloon and everyone just stops mid-sentence. This place is pretty packed for an otherwise quiet town. You notice a mix of folk who all appear to be farmers, shipwrights, or have other labor-intensive jobs. Nobody here gives off the vibe you'd get from someone in the city. And in fact, when you like kick down, everybody just like kind of looks at you and almost like not confused, but more like interested in you. You see at the end of this inn, there is like a bar set up, and you see a person standing behind the bar, and through the silence, they kind of speak up and says, You know that's just a name, right? We don't actually have lobsters for you to smack.
All right, well, that bloke there looks red like a lobster. Can I smack him?
I mean, does Imogen walk in at this point?
I think so. But I got what can I do? What can I do? I'm just gonna grab Jerry by the arm and gently.
How many you got back there? I think we've got an open table if you got a party.
That would be lovely, thank you. This way, Jerry.
To the guy in red, to the red-faced dude.
The like sun-bleached man looks at you like timidly and just starts sipping his pint.
Must be keeping a low profile.
Want to smack a lobster?
You're on the way out.
Who else is going into the inn?
Oh, I'm going in. I'm pretty much just the guy, like the bar guy I was with Rat the last
Your
time I
generic
did. Like,
dude.
some
Nice.
my generic guy. Yeah.
Yeah, you look the most like you fit in. I mean, Mask of a Thousand Faces, it makes sense, so.
Yeah. Like I don't look remotely interesting. I'm just another guy in a bar.
Our
I think
Octavia.
I'm gonna stay outside.
All
I
right.
think I'm gonna spend some time. I'll get out of the carriage, stand near the horses, and just trail my fingers along their backs as I'm trying to feel as much as I can about that ship distance.
All right. And
Oh.
Leon.
Octavia, would you like some company out here, or are you going to be okay?
I'm perfectly fine, but I never say no to come. Entirely up to you.
I might go see if Jerry finds a lobster to smack. I'm real curious about that.
Yeah, just make sure it's not anyone who just happens to be wearing red. There's a chance-
Is that bound to happen? You know what? I'll figure it out. All right.
Just trust me on this one. He's like a brother to me.
And Anastasia will enter as well. As you're all being like ushered toward this table, you can see that the person talking to you is a kind-looking individual who appears to be kind of the best dressed in the place. They have dark, salt-damaged hair. It seems like everybody here spends enough time around the ocean that just like maintaining any non-salt damage is hard to do. They have dark skin and seemed confident in their movement. All of their, like, even as you entered, they're, like, walking by and, like, picking up spilled glasses and, like, wiping shit down. And as they get you to the table, they say, all right, so, oh, no, that's Anastasia. How do I do British again? Hey, British show. So, this, my name's Netta. And you appear to be from the city?
You right? Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Lovely
from
to
the
meet
city.
you, Netta.
It's not uncommon for people from the city to come here. It's a port town, so. Can I get you anything? Pint? Something to eat?
I'll take a point. Yeah.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll grab one. Yeah.
No, I'm all good right now, but thank you.
All right.
She's driving.
All right. Whoa.
I don't think that's illegal.
I
Anyways,
don't know if that matters
think
here,
that's a
but it's
thing
fine.
at
It's
that
fine.
It's the old
this is how the
times.
DD
Everyone
started.
was drunk and
Yeah.
driving.
Anastasia will order a pint as well, sort of like looking at you, Jerry, a little confused. And Netta says, all right, I'll be right back. And goes off and, like, on the way is, like, grabbing other empty glasses and stuff. You can see that people have sort of, like, passed by, or, like, passed over the, like, curiosity state, and they just sort of, like, see you sit down and go back to drinking.
At this point, while I see the person going, start grabbing things and going to make the drink. There's nobody else around. I'm gonna look at the rest of them and be like, it's the part where we eat up and find what's going on here, and I'm going to pretend to go to the washroom and then activate Cloak of Shadows and go and fucking listen in on everybody's.
Nice.
Well, I could do that just from
Shut up, I'm cool too.
Are you gonna use vanish?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
All right. So momentarily, you see Evelyn walk away and then disappear. And for a moment, you forget that Evelyn was there. But then sort of like the memory comes back and you're like, oh, right, they can do that. Not all of the patrons don't seem to acknowledge that anything has happened as Evelyn just vanishes. Imogen, you said you were going to do something?
Yeah, I'm just gonna activate my heightened senses.
Ooh!
Everything!
You hear just the, like, you know, general conversation about, like, crops and, you know, shipments and stuff like that. And occasionally you pick up people talking about the ship.
I'll try to focus in on those.
You hear a few individuals talking, and it seems that similar to you, when people start talking about it, a lot of them are doing like the sign of the cross and being like, no, we don't talk about that. That's cursed. And you get the idea that a lot of them are like very superstitious. A lot of them like not even like religious superstitious, just like pirate superstition, where they're like, there's a ghost ship out in the bay. Don't fucking talk about it. Just ignore it and it'll go away eventually. And those people who like do bring it up are like quickly shut down. But it does seem that people are aware of its presence.
Well, I'm gonna go to the red-faced lobster bro. I'm only gonna see what he knows.
Oh, you're... Okay, fine. Yep.
I promise I'ma behave.
This is about the time. As you leave, Netta arrives with three pints.
We're all just leaving.
And looks at Anastasia and says, I don't remember why I grabbed... Well, you must be thirsty then. And puts...
Wait. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but if Jerry passes by Netta, he's grabbing his pint and going to the red-faced lobster dude.
Just like pick it up and walk away. Netta here looks at you, Imogen and Anastasia, and says, so what are you lot doing in Canvey Island?
I just like stare at her blankly
Are you
and wait for Anastasia to answer, because I don't do this part.
Are you all right?
Leon does this part, or Octavia does this part.
Anastasia like takes a sip, and you can like see just that like sip, and then like immediately spits back in and says, I don't know, I was just following along.
Did I hear Netta say anything about the ship at all? I was hoping.
No, they basically walked to the bar, poured the pints, and like immediately came back after like picking up some other stuff.
I'm gonna assume that she knows.
They.
I'm gonna assume that they know something. So gonna say, I've been hearing something about the ship out there. Could you tell us maybe if you know anything about that? And I'm gonna use compel. Tell me all your secrets.
All right, you don't even have to roll. You get the sense that this person is fully immortal, and like immediately just like basically like spins a chair around and like sits down to face you, and is like, all right, well, it showed up here about a week ago.
Right.
The locked dirge you're talking about, right?
Yes.
I assume you wouldn't want to talk about anything else. A lot of the folks here assume that it's haunted or cursed or something. It's kind of a superstition. I don't really get what's going on, but it's really starting to worry people. I've mostly decided that drunk people are happier, so as long as I keep feeding them beer, they won't seem to mind about whatever curse or haunting is supposed to be happening. The Coast Guards were supposed to be doing something about it. We're sort of just waiting on them. At first, they sort of told us that there was nothing to worry about, and then they were worried that it was smugglers, and then I think they sent a few people up to investigate, and now we're all pretty sure that they're not doing anything about it. So, not much on that front. Anything else you'd like to know?
Was that all you know about the ship?
I mean, I haven't gone out to it. That seems dumb.
That's fair, I guess. Who should we ask if we want more information?
Probably the Coast Guard.
All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We never had this conversation. I'm gonna use Forgetful Mind on her.
Nice. And their memory just seems... Well, give me a rouse check.
That's a 2. Oh no, I need to get some snacks.
As you clear their mind, and they sort of say, well, I hope you enjoy the drinks, and just sort of walk away, you feel something. You get hungrier. You can feel that the beast welling up, but you feel an emotion that you haven't felt in a while. A sharp pain of guilt washes over you, and you get this almost like judgmental feeling from your beast. And your sire picks up in your mind, and you get the impression that she's angry at you. Or not angry, but disappointed, which is arguably worse.
It's definitely worse.
That your beast has recognized that you've been using your powers on mortals more flippantly, and is concerned about your humanity.
Okay.
No, it's that way your beast is concerned.
Because I started going back to church, that Catholic guilt.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
You're an Irish Catholic salubri. That's a recipe for disaster.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah. Okay. Well,
But you start to feel that almost like like that burn that you felt the first time you were embraced of your humanity sort of like teetering on the edge.
not at all. Okay.
And Anastasia kind of looks at you and says, "That was impressive. You're kind of like the interrogator of the group then?"
No, not at all.
Oh, well, I mean, you got basically everything. Oh, I mean, all right. And then just spits again. Outside, Leon and Octavia, you are standing beside the horses. It's quiet. Mostly what you hear is the waves and sort of the distant sounds of the people drinking inside, and the horse neighing once in a while. Are either of you looking for anything in particular?
Before I start looking, I'll say something. Leon, thank you for staying out here. I do realize I made quite a blunder in the carriage. Wasn't thinking when Nasia asked me about Travis. My answer to her request was, I don't want to say flippant, but I wasn't thinking. And I do apologize for airing your feelings. And it's only feelings that I assume you have. I was teasing you earlier, and and then she just shuts up.
You're fine. You're fine. I mean, it's still mostly a flight of fancy. But I do think that maybe she likes me. I'm not quite sure, but it's fine. It's fine.
Well, we can find out, but I
I
didn't mean to be so forward about it.
It's okay. You've all been very forward about it. It's fine. It's okay. I'm just not used to liking people in that sort of capacity. But it's fine. Oh, did you mostly stay out here for the atmosphere, or?
A little of column A, a little of column B. Column B being attempting to fill out the soul that the two walk across.
Is there anything I can do to help?
I'll never say no to.
Of course. My hands are yours to use. Phrasing. Immediate.
Completely over Octavia's head, she grasps your hands in hers, and she's going to start sensing the unseen.
Give me a resolve and aspects.
Okay. Do I get to add anything as Liana's helping me?
I'm also a person with sense the unseen.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah! Work together!
I'm not good at it, but I have it.
I mean, I'll say if both of you want to roll, we'll figure out what happens.
Okay!
It's not a rouse, so you don't have to worry about getting hungry.
I'm gonna spend a willpower.
All right.
Ready.
I got 2 successes on my end out of 3.
Nice.
4.
Ooh. So as you both sit there, you can hear the waves slowly rushing in, and you, Octavia, you feel that dark beacon much closer now. It's definitely the ship out in the bay. And you feel an emotion nearer. Regret mixed with fear. And it's away from you, towards the sound of the water. Leon, this is a newish experience. Octavia is very used to searching out ghosts and sort of hunting the supernatural. And as you almost sort of like are assisted by her beacon of sense the unseen, you see something off by the water. There's that guard tower, or the lookout tower, near the Coast Guard building, and sort of just like standing, flanking the tower, are 2 sort of translucent, smoky figures, just standing there.
Coming to you. Feeling overwhelmed with emotions of quite negative, deep sadness. Regret. This direction raises her arm outstretched.
Yeah, there appears to be 2 sort of smoky figures.
2. Are they on the vessel?
Kelly, are they?
No, they're on the shore, sort of
On the
standing
shore.
in the sand.
Close to the sand.
Not the vessel itself, then. Once the others come back. Not there. Combined with what they've discovered of.
Yes. I assume that we left them in good hands. They'll figure it out.
And as you stand focusing on your surroundings, we're going to start with... Sorry, Jerry, I'll get to you, but the decision that you made will inform something important coming up. So hold tight. Evelyn,
Hi.
what are you doing? You are completely vanished at this point and are aware that nobody can
Yes.
see you.
I want to know if I overhear any of the conversation that Imogen had, and if I can, that will inform even more so who I want to
Okay.
think.
Yeah, I'll say
Because
that.
I think when they said, "Oh, some of the sailors are like getting worried about it or whatever," like I want to see if I can find who looks like they've seen. Like if there's somebody who's like drinking away some fucking like trauma, like.
Funny you should say that. So, yes, you overheard all of Imogen's conversation. And sort of sitting by a window, like far away from everybody, sort of like dimmed away from the lantern light, you see a bearded fellow wearing like a thick coat and sort of like a sailor's hat, just sort of like listfully looking out the window, nursing a pint.
Not saying anything. He's just.
But with your keen
Quietly.
investigator eyes, what you Rachel described, this is exactly what Evelyn finds.
Okay. I will then try to find somewhere where I can reappear as my masked boy, inconspicuously, kind of like drunkenly walk over to this man and kind of just try to like start up a conversation with him. Be like, "Hey there, mate. What's got you down?" I don't know what this accent is now. Whatever. We're good.
You sort of like bump into the table, and he sort of like holds his glass still. He says, "You all right there?"
Yeah, just I'm hoping you will allow. As I walked over, I kind of tried to like grab a like half drunken glass off of a table somewhere to look like I have been drinking.
Yeah, easy enough.
Yeah, just starting to feel it a little bit. I kind of like slam kind of like aggressively put the cup down on the ground on the table here, and I'm just like, "Look like you're having a rough time over here. Thought I'd come and say hello."
He kind of like winces as you talk, and you see just like the crustiest man. It seems like he has existed on the ocean since the day he was born. And
He's 26.
Yeah, this is a 17-year-old with just the largest gray beard.
Like, hey, you know what? I have a curse of not looking so hot even when I'm masked up, so it's fine. We're doing all right for ourselves.
Listen, I don't mean to be rude, but I kind of like to drink alone, pal.
All right, mate. No hard feelings. I know the look when somebody's drinking to forget something about me. Help you.
You sure? Not many people really want to talk about it around here.
Oh, someone's stop what's happening.
You don't even know
So
what's
finding
happening.
out. What is happening?
Kind of like looks around. Sit down. What's your name?
Gregory. Just random fucking name just popped in my head. I was like, sure, let's go.
He reaches a hand over the table and he says, "Dennis.
Pleasure.
I was the lighthouse keeper. I saw that thing come in. Saw those Coast Guards go out. Never saw them come back. There's a reason that light's off.
Think something's living on there.
I don't think nothing's
Like a
living out
beast?
there. Something might be dead
What
out
you
there.
mean? Oh, we're talking haunted then. Boy.
I figure if I turn off the light, they won't be inclined to send anything out.
Oh, you were like sending out more people to get killed by ghosts, or are you worried about the ghosts coming here?
I don't know. There's a few shore boats on that ship. There's a few less than there were when it showed up. I don't know where they went. I don't want them coming here.
It's very concerned. That's quite spooky, that is.
Yeah.
Uh,
Kind of like chugs his beer.
Yeah. I will try to bluster life and chug this beer too, just to try to fit it, because I feel like he needs that right now. I don't know.
Give me a rouse check.
Cool. Yeah, no, we're getting hungry. All good. It's all good. It's all good.
You
Fuck.
down this beer and immediately like you feel it, and your ruse of being drunk might not be fake for a while.
Yeah, this is gonna give me a great way to exit this conversation real soon, which is great. You have clearly more experience with this stuff than I do. You think there's any kind of specific kind of spooky
I don't have.
ghost type thing? I don't know. I've heard people in the city talking about specific types and stuff. I don't know. I just have a friend who about some stuff. They're from Ireland. They oh, sorry. She need.
No, nothing.
Heard people talking about something like that out here. So
Listen, I'm not.
heard anything.
I'm not. I don't know anything about that. I run the lighthouse. And when I saw that come in, I haven't seen a lot of things like that come in. What? Listen,
And
nothing.
oh, okay. He's just like grumbling, just like,
Yeah.
well, hope getting that out there helped you something. I'm gonna get some of me, so I'm just runs away.
As you do,
Goes outside. I think I go outside so that I can like leave the space.
he kind of like waves to Netta, and they come over with an already poured fresh pint, and sort of like put it down and then like pat him on the back and walk away. Meanwhile, Jerry, you walk back to this sunburst man who, upon seeing you, just kind of like gets wide-eyed again and just starts shaking and says, listen, sir, I don't know what I did to upset you. I don't want to fight.
No. Wait, you don't?
No, I'm not. I mean,
I have downed my pint by this point. It's now just an empty glass, and I put it on the bar.
Give me a rouse check.
Yeah. No.
Ooh.
Yeah, bud.
You feel it grumbling in, just like the gurgles. I'll say that you can hold it until an adequate time, but you're gonna need to expel that pretty quickly.
That's fine.
And he looks at you, says, "No, I'm not part of the. I'm not part of that. I don't see any regulars here. But if you're wanting to fight, I'm sure that we could probably contact one of them.
Yeah, we're all the good men then.
I mean, I don't know many of them. Netta would know. You're here for the boxing, right?
Right, yeah, of course.
Right. Oh, you should talk to Netta then.
Yeah, all your strong men have handled any mess. It's down really dark, mate.
But yeah, we just got most of these lanterns recently. I mean, They used to only be able to fight in the light, which is weird, but, I mean, now we can fight whenever.
Right. Yeah. Why is your lighthouse so dark?
I mean, Dennis over there shut it off 3 days ago.
Why?
I don't know. He came in looking like a ghost, and we didn't ask any questions.
Right. Where's the bathroom?
Oh, it's round back. You just go outside and
Thank
go
you.
out back.
I will expel it, literally like poking my head into into some back room, get it out, and come back in. I was like, I'm not done yet.
Not uncommon. Netta will you turn around after doing that, and Netta will be like standing there and says, "That was the storeroom."
How about I make it up to you? I'm a fighter.
Oh, really?
Right, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not much of a surprise. The only part of
Yeah,
your...
Belgium Jerry, you ain't heard me?
Well, no, it's the fact that you cut off the part of your shirt to show that you are a fighter.
It's a vest, love.
It's a joke, love.
Right. So, how about this?
Content warning, romance.
How about this then, love? I'll fight for you, and my winnings will take care of that mess there.
I mean, tell you what, I'm not too worried about the mess. As I said to your friend, I'm mostly worried about morale.
I can do that.
From the looks of you, you'd probably murder most of the people here. And then sort of like looks over your shoulder and says, "But she looks about your size." And looks directly at Anastasia.
Oh, love, I'll do that with no problems at all.
Yeah?
Of course, Leon's outside.
All right. I'll get the lads to make the circle then.
Right, and I'm gonna go get my friend.
At this point, Imogen's excusing herself to go outside to try to find a squirrel, so she's not even there to help this situation.
This is just happening. I'm outside puking.
Imogen needs
Right.
to go find a couple squirrels and to pray a little
This is
bit.
going so well.
She's excused herself.
Anastasia the spy, she's not getting anything from us. We're a mess.
Imogen, you walk out to the scene of Leon and Octavia holding hands looking off to the beach. Evelyn,
I'm so confused
Evelyn
right now.
puking off to the side. And you can see behind you Netta walking up to Anastasia, who's like timidly nursing the beer still.
Yeah. So much has happened.
And that's where
So
we're going to go
much.
on break.
Hell yeah.
Wild!
This fucking comedy of errors.
Perfect.
It's a pub night.
Hey.
Great.
So we'll be right back for whatever's about to happen.
Oh, God.
Good morrow, fine patron. Are you looking for music for your character, campaign, or Twitch stream? Does music move you like prune juice after a colonic? Well, here at OBP Musical, we write music from any genre, from fully orchestrated pieces like this, to video game auditory herpes like this. We have singers from Les Miserables and Disney for vocals like this.
The heroes of the North, with them we'll sally forth. The warrior knight, the maiden of Ed.
Have a bard that's written lyrics? We can write music for them. So, if you want music that rocks, come to us at OBP Musical and get your rocks off. That sounded weird. Music and songs from any genre, from opera to country, pop to thrash metal. We are jacks of all trades. OBP Musical, music for any occasion. Birthdays, weddings, having a bris. We've got you covered when others don't. Go to obpmusical.com for more info.
Hero Forge is a free-to-use online character design application. Create and share your unique designs using their in-depth character creator tools. Order customized tabletop miniatures that truly represent your characters. Whether you prefer to start from convenient presets or fine-tune your character feature by feature, Hero Forge makes it easy. Best of all, designing, saving, and sharing characters is completely free. Visit HeroForge.com to start designing your custom miniature today, and check back often. New content is added every week.
I've been working on my Steve cosplay, and I found the perfect piece to finish it off at the costume shop. They have wigs, costumes, contacts, and they even have a cosplay section on their website for people just like me. Head on over to thecostumeshop.com /REF tabletop titties to get started. That's TheCostumeShop.com, spelled ye old way. Make sure to use the code tabletop titties with double D's to get yourself $10 off at checkout. Maybe I should make a Imogen White cosplay next.
And we're back. So, as we left off, most of the coterie is outside of the Lobster Smack Inn. Meanwhile, inside, Netta is now orchestrating basically like all of the patrons in the tavern are now like moving tables to create this almost like circle, this fighting circle in the middle of the tavern. Imogen, you have just walked out as this has started. What are the outside people up to? What are your plans going forward?
No, just gonna get rid of all of the alcohol that my vampire body can't keep inside of me.
Yeah, just like
Get that out.
mostly blood and like the little bit of
Yeah.
alcohol that you consumed just splattered on the side of the
So, Jesus.
peer pressure.
Yeah. So then I'm going to I'll just go and find Octavia and Leah, try to like fill them in what I heard, what I talked to Dennis. That's my plan. I don't know what's going on inside. I don't know if somebody's about to have a fight.
We discovered that there are two specters over yonder on the sand, and they were feeling quite morose, sad and regret. I could tell. Not on the ship itself.
So I just want to make sure before I explain all of this to that there were other boats that went to the thing, and now there are less of them.
There were coast guards that went,
Yeah.
but also when
Yeah.
the ship showed up, it had more like boats attached to it than it does now.
Okay. Gotcha,
Implying
gotcha.
that some of them left at some point, and Dennis just didn't see when it happened.
Okay. Turns out, lighthouse is off because I saw some strange going. There apparently were more than what there is now of the smaller boats attached. He never saw them leave. And of course, we already know that the Coast Guard, they sent people and they never came back. We obviously are here because of that reason, for a similar reason. But yes, there is clearly something. Turned off the lighthouse to make sure nothing came here, or didn't want any other people. Save people.
Which is so interesting to me, being that lighthouses are what protect those who are making their way ashore from hitting rocks. It's a double-edged sword to leave it on or off.
Whatever out there is more fear in these people than crashing in rocks.
Were the rumors that you were hearing, the whispers, were they more, I would say, fact-based? Are they Did it seem like it was a person that they were afraid of, or was it something more of the arcane nature?
Everything they believe there is something. A lot of the people inside there do not speak out of superstition.
Well, perhaps before we head to the vessel, we should head...
It's a very good idea.
Leon and...
Find any of the Coast Guard, too. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, that's okay. Leon and Imogen, what are you doing?
I had mostly been waiting, sort of expecting the bar to not take, like the bar to be kind of a quick and easy thing. So Leon had just been kind of chilling next to the horses, assuming that everyone would be out in like 5 minutes. I think it's turned into like a real big case of your mom being like, yeah, we'll leave in 10 minutes. And then it's been 3 hours. And you're just like,
Yeah, I'm just kind of hovering, and I relay all. Well, if Evelyn already here. Yep.
Do you tell anyone outside what is about to happen inside?
I think I might go check in. Did Jerry try to get into fights with anyone?
I think I was too distracted to.
Oh boy, yeah, I'll go check on Jerry.
He's not here, so I would say yes.
Oh boy.
Sorry,
Jerry didn't come out with us. Where's Anastasia?
I should
All right.
pay more attention. Sorry.
So what
No,
happens?
you're fine, you're fine.
Yeah.
This battle music comes on.
no!
Leon, as you enter the bar, you see what is essentially turned into a fighting ring.
Wow.
Netta standing on one edge across from the door. You see Anastasia has like gotten up and is taking off her like suit jacket. And underneath has like a white linen, almost like pirate's undershirt. Begins rolling up the sleeves. Walks up to you, Jerry, and almost like she's starting to like smack talk you. Whispers in your ear, says, "I really have to emphasize we should not break the masquerade here. Do not use any visible powers. All right."
Right. Yeah, we fought square.
All right. Are we just putting on a show, or are we actually doing this?
Well, go fight is a show, isn't it?
All right. Sort of like backs up and just starts like cracking. And she's like
Bruja versus Gangrel. Who will win?
She's put her jacket on the table that y'all were at. Leon, you're just standing at the door witnessing all of this happening.
What's going on?
I'm so glad. Wait, no, that's... God damn it. Switching from Southern to British is the fucking hardest thing in the world. I'm so glad. Jerry, say something. It's closer to your accent.
All right.
All right. I'm glad you asked. Damn it, God.
I made it talk. You want me to talk?
I'm glad you asked. I'm glad you asked? Anyways, I'm just going to talk normally. Netta says, glad you asked, Leon. We've got a bit of a fight on our hands. Now, I know all of you here have been looking for a good fight for a while. Not since Tom the Brighton Boy Sawyer versus Aaron Jones back in 57. This place hasn't seen a good fight in a while. Now, we have today, and sort of points at you, Jerry.
Oi. Yeah. My name's Belgium Jerry. And as he does this, he's staring at Netta and starts taking off his lone vest and hat. No, I'm here to put on a nice little show for you. And hands these off to the nearest dude.
It's the lobster man.
Don't lose those.
All right.
And to be nice, he's taking off every single one of his rings and starts staring at Anastasia while he gets ready.
As you look across, Anastasia is not prepping, is just standing there now, ready, fist in hand. And then it says, and over here we have Anastasia Fulmore. Anastasia Fulmore. All right. We don't have many rules in the Lobster Smack Inn, and since we got decent lighting, we don't really have to stop after a certain amount of rounds. So, what we're gonna do is, you two are just gonna get at it, and when one of you hits the ground, that's when we'll call it a night. And kind of moves outside of the circle and says, if you've got any last words, now would be the time to say them. And Anastasia just looks at you, and just kind of is looking around, ready.
Oh, yeah. Before we get really started, I'm gonna take a random drink from the crowd and chug it,
All right.
and then hand it off, and then let's go.
Give me a rouse. I will say at this point you have learned from Varney to alcohol up a small critter and drink from them, but access to small critters around here is limited.
Ooh, I got I win! Yay!
All right,
All right, I didn't lose something.
You chug the beer, and for the first time in a bit, just feel that raw intoxication come over you.
Bro, let's do it.
And you go in. You start sparring a bit, going back and forth, sort of testing each other's metal. And I'm going to need a strength and brawl from you.
I am also drunk, and I like fighting.
Also, remind me and the folks at home, how much health do you have?
It's been weeks, right?
Yeah, you're full health.
Yeah, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 health. All right.
So hang on. I'm trying to math how many dice I need.
Well, this happens, I think, Evelyn in Greg form, just kind of on the back wall, just kind of leaning back, just watching. Get her way in.
Nice. Yeah, you can hear the roar of the drunken people here in the tavern.
So I rolled my 11 dice and I got 7 successes.
Nice. So after a couple minutes of a few good jabs to each other, you start to get an idea of each other's strength. What's Belgian Jerry's first good delivery?
Oh, I do a fake with my right, and then I come in with a sucker punch to my left.
Nice. Across the jaw?
Yeah, across the jaw.
You fake left and fake and then take the hook to the jaw, and as you do, you crunch up against the side of her head, and you feel your knuckles go in a little bit. Into your fist, you feel kind of a crunch. Nothing too bad yet, but you do take 1 point of superficial damage.
Okie doke.
And the sort of back and forth continues. You get the impression, having fought a lot of fighters, especially as your pre-kindred self, that she hasn't started yet. And as you kind of go back and forth trading blows, I'm gonna need another strength and brawl from you.
Sweet. Sorry, I forgot what lethal body does because I don't have my right notebook.
Lethal body is mostly better for Kine, so you can essentially punch a human to death.
Copy that. I got 7 more successes.
Nice. All right. Let me see what I get. Hold up. 1 sec. Hold up.
You're good.
Huh. All right. So as the blows are sort of traded back and forth, what's Jerry's next big show?
I think he'd go, like, after going for the jaw and that didn't work, he's gonna work the body a little bit. So he's gonna, like, left and right into the torso.
All right. You sort of, like, take a couple smaller jabs, and as you back up and sort of, like, stand your ground, you take a few punches to the chest, and you feel impact this time, and manage to get a few good punches in. You see her kind of, like, stumble back a little bit and, like, sturdy up, but still holding her own. And you can see almost like a bit of a smirk come across her face, and she says, "All right."
Oh no.
As she's gonna do a big old punch. So,
Not gonna say who I'm rooting for.
the sparring continues for a bit, and just as you, like, see an opening, she slaps your fist away and is going to punch you right in the side of the head, and you're going to take 3 points of aggravated damage.
I'm tough, so it was like one of those halved or something.
Let me check real quick. Tough? What does tough do again?
I'm tough and resilient.
Oh,
so.
You will have to roll a rouse check if you want to trigger your toughness.
All right, I'll do that then.
Although it does say specifically superficial damage.
Oh, okay. So
Never
mind. I'll take the aggravated.
As Anastasia's fist connects with your head, you feel like a ripple of the bones in your jaw break, as it, like, reverberates all through your head, and you can feel like an echo. And for a moment, the crowd around you sort of blurs, and you can see that the tables are gone, and there's a crowd formed around you, and a person you don't recognize in front of you. And as that sort of moment of wobble fades, you see Anastasia again, sort of like backing up and like raring her fists again as the table circle reforms.
Nice one.
Yeah. And then the sparring continues. Any plans from Jerry as this fight continues?
Oh, seeing how like working the body was my best bet, but she did, like, she's got like a mean right hook. I'll do my best to like work her left side.
All right.
And then I'm gonna try and go for like a knockout punch to her.
Like an uppercut?
To her face. Yeah, uppercut.
All right. Give me that strength and brawl.
Could have gotten drunker. And I really want to... Oh, wait. Actually, I can't. So I got... Actually, let me try. Yeah, no, I got 9 successes and I rolled a willpower.
Ooh. Let's see. You feel the uppercut connect, and you can feel that, like, patented snap of essentially whiplash as she, like, stumbles back and she grabs onto one of the tables. Her head is facing away from you at the moment, and she looks up at you, Leon, and you see this, like, upsetting smile on her face. This, like, you see, like, her fangs come out, and she closes her mouth and sort of retracts them a bit, and just, like, snaps and looks back at you, Jerry, and she's going to full-on run at you and attempt to, like, Superman punch you. You can go ahead and give me a, let's call this Stamina Fortitude.
Oh, okay, yeah, because... Where's Fortitude.
It's one of your. Do you have? It's
I have
discipline.
athletics.
Sorry.
Oh, wait, what? The discipline. Oh, fortitude. Okay, yeah. Stamina. Well, okay. I have faith. I got. Wait. Yeah, I got 4 successes.
All right. You all see Anastasia basically like push off the ground and like midair Superman punch Belgium Jerry. You see Jerry like stumble basically onto his back feet, almost hit the ground. Jerry, as that hit collides, your vision fades, and you find yourself standing in what feels like grass. And looking up, you don't see any of the crowd. You don't see Anastasia. You see a tent. A very familiar tent that you have been in before. It's quiet. And looking around, you can see far off in the distance the crowd of Oktoberfest. But standing next to you is a well-dressed figure, a handsome man standing tall with a curled-up mustache and sort of a big, large feathered hat. What's in there?
The fights, I think.
Which ones?
Oh, over there, I think right now might be, boxing. My wrestling was earlier.
Oh. Shall we go in?
Of course.
Lead the way.
Right, this way?
And you walk towards the tent.
Yes.
As you do, you open the curtain, and inside you see a familiar scene of chairs sort of stacked up in a circle around the edge of this tent. And you see what appears to almost be a throne at the end. But there's nobody here. And the man walks forward and sort of stands in the middle and looks around. He says, "Doesn't appear that there's anybody here."
Could have sworn there were people. I'm sorry, I'm a bit confused.
Seems so. Are we missing something?
I can't remember.
Yeah, that seems to be the problem. Do you want to remember?
Yeah. Well, is it a good memory?
I don't know. It's yours. How bad do you want to remember?
Pretty bad.
I think I can help then.
All right. What have I got to do?
Well, first you just gotta survive this fight, and then I think I can help. We got a deal? Reaches out his hand.
I'll take it, and I'll hold on to it and be like, "Who are you?"
Just as you grab the hand, you grab onto Anastasia's hand. She pulls you forward and headbutts you. And you feel the crack of her skull up against yours. You take 4 aggravated damage.
Oh my.
Storyteller, as you are watching the fight, I know Evelyn would be looking for any moment that seems like a mortal human would pass out or die. do something to distract the crowd, because at that point that's Masquerade broken at that point. So I'm definitely on the lookout for where is the line here.
I guess, like, arguably, like, they're both taking each other's hits in stride, so it may just appear to be like two really strong individuals boxing it out. Like, Jerry hasn't brought out the claws yet. Anastasia hasn't really done anything that looks like it's Masquerade breaking. Like, bones get broken during bare knuckle boxing, so
we aren't there yet.
No,
basically what you're saying.
Yeah, they're doing good selling work in terms of wrestling work.
Yeah. They're doing calls.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a good. Yeah, it's a work.
Anastasia's definitely the caller for sure. Jerry, so as you get headbutted and sort of like stumble back into a table, what's your move?
That was dirty. And yeah, I want to I can't. I'm gonna be a good boy and I can't do the thing. Yeah, okay. So but I'm hopelessly addicted to fighting. God, fine. So I'm going to rush. I'm gonna rush at her. Like, I'm gonna do another Superman thing, but then I'm gonna go low and try and like huck her through the window.
Ooh, all right. Give me another strength and brawl then.
Trying to be a good boy. I said I would. That's 11 successes. That will never happen again.
As you back up and go for that fake out uppercut, the nearest window is next to Leon. So what you see, Leon, is the back of Anastasia swiftly coming towards you, passes past you as both Jerry and Anastasia smash through the window, tumbling outside.
I think that counts as a draw, correct?
You hear, Leon, outside, a bestial scream come from Anastasia. Jerry, you see her on the ground, and you see something snap in her. Her eyes just like glaring back at you, staring directly at her beast.
Well, I'ma show my fangs because she went beast form.
Okay.
And just glare and snarl back at her.
Why would you engage?
Okay, so everybody else is still inside the bar, yes?
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to I'm assuming do we hear this?
Everyone hears a borderline inhuman yell come from Anastasia.
I'm outside, but I don't have any. I can't do anything.
I'm running outside and I'm telling them both to stop.
I am going to chemistry in the back room of this bar, like near the back room of this bar, the sound of the banshee.
Ooh. Wait.
Oh, shit.
If I can try to think of some, like, because we were all in the thing, right? We were all in the vision that we had with Shire, so I'm gonna do that in the back corner.
So just to be clear, because Evelyn would know this, you're putting the chemistry on the opposite side of everyone so that they run towards where the window was just smashed through?
No, okay, wait. I just need to know where we're oriented. I want to put the sound somewhere so that they don't pay attention to what the fuck is happening outside.
You're basically like at the entrance and the shatter had just happened like through the front window. So yes, you could essentially do it outside,
Yeah, I want to put it on the opposite side of wherever Anastasia and
give me a rouse check.
Yes. I pass.
Nice.
It's a good idea.
All of you hear almost like
I gotta do. I guess it's. Do I have to roll for this, or
it would be a
can't remember. It's
versus
been-
like.
I
Unless
guess
you're
they're all mortals.
Yeah, unless you're
Yeah.
trying to convince your coterie that this is real as well.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
You all hear, almost like covering Anastasia's wail, a loud scream that sounds ghostly and coming from the direction of the ship. Immediately, everybody in the inn freaks out. You see Dennis like
I
across.
pretend to freak out too. I'm like, oh my god.
You specifically see Dennis like kick over his table and like run scurrying to the back of the inn. Everybody else is like in a panic. And Netta's like surrounded by all of these people basically swarming to the back of the inn trying to get out. And Imogen, you see as you run out and tell them both to stop, Jerry just like fangs glaring on top of Anastasia, who at this point like grabs the side of Jerry's chest and grabs Jerry's bicep and appears to try to rip it out of its socket.
No. I'm like, I'm compelling them to stop. Like I'm telling them to calm the fuck down, but not
right.
like that, because Imogen.
Jerry, I'm gonna need an intelligence and resolve from you, and I'm gonna need a charisma and dominate from Imogen.
Intelligence and resolve?
Yep.
Okay.
Do
Gonna shrink that number by a
I
lot.
get my leadership friendly bonus?
I don't know if friendliness is necessarily going to convince Jerry.
You just need to calm down and stop fighting.
Hug it out.
I was going to hug her with my claws.
No.
I need you to stop.
I'm using a willpower.
Ooh.
Good. Do it.
I got 2 successes and a possible bestial failure.
That would only
Alright,
be if you got no
so-
successes.
Out of my 8 die, there are 3 10s.
Ooh.
And then 4 other successes. On top of the 3 10s.
So that's
That's
4, 5, 6. Yeah. I thought this was
yeah.
going to go another way because I rolled 7 successes for
See,
Anastasia.
both of you need to stop it. Right now. Separate yourselves.
You feel, Jerry, almost the socket pop as you are compelled to stop fighting, and you see that like flare in Anastasia's eyes simmer for a moment as she just sort of like sits there.
I just have a quick question. Is this the same arm that nearly got bitten off by a werewolf a couple months ago? Or are we balanced now?
It's your it would be your left arm. So I can't remember.
No, so I'm balanced now.
Yeah, just kind of like pops. Your shoulders are wider now.
Beefy.
And she kind of like shakes her head and she's, oh my, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Jerry. Yes. It's the Bane, the Brujar. We need to win a fight. I'm sorry. Kind of looks at everyone. I'm sorry, everyone. And can I get up now?
I retract my teeth. And when she says like the whole I need to win a fight thing, I was like, I'll get that. And then I let her up. I even help her up.
Yeah. You notice, Jerry, there is not a single injury on her.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Oh, I healed pretty quickly. Honestly, it was probably a bad idea to have that fight in the first place. I would probably not have. Where is everybody?
I dealt with them. You're welcome. I activate Daunt.
Oh, I'm sorry, miss.
Oh no.
I didn't.
Well, I got Evie Matt Megan.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I don't like it.
Yeah, no, it's not great.
I didn't.
Yes, having the harpy mad at you is a very bad thing.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. If y'all could do me a favor and not tell Evelyn that I did this, that would be great.
You would say that was a draw then, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. We were neck and neck. One more good punch and I would have been out.
Yes,
Where's my?
I don't know. I think there was a pretty clear winner.
It was you, Imogen.
Let's direct this
True.
energy towards the task at hand, shall we?
Yeah. Where's my jacket?
What? Where's my?
I come out with the jacket and the vest.
Well, thanks. Oh. Kind of like buttons it back up.
Are you two good now?
Oh yeah,
I think so.
I'm good. You good?
Yeah. So
I'll be honest. I expected that to be simple in and out, 3 minutes.
I didn't know this place was known for bare knuckle boxing.
I always managed to find a fight.
Did any of the real investigators find anything? I feel like I mucked everything up.
We fill everyone in on it. So now everyone knows everything.
All right.
And we would love to focus our attention now. Perhaps the lighthouse before we make our way. Something of interest there.
Can we rest in that lighthouse? Because your boys feeling a little.
Well, whose
peckish.
fault is that?
I hate to agree with Evelyn, but she has points.
Oh wait.
We have a job to do.
Jerry here. And Anastasia is just going to like shred her palm, which was begins bleeding, and she's gonna like present the blood to you.
You sure?
Yeah.
I step forward. What are you playing at?
I can help Jerry. My quick healing. I can give that to Jerry for a bit.
Jerry, are you aware of what will happen to you if you do this?
No.
I'm not either, so if someone could actually fill us in, that'd be great.
When you drink the blood of another, lose part of itself to them, you become more likely to agree with their sentiments of doing their bidding. The more you drink it, the worse it gets, until eventually you just become a shell of once you were.
It's kind of harsh.
And you can tell that Octavia is kind of like flavoring this up a bit, but she does speak somewhat the truth.
Right, so I drink her blood, I feel better, but I don't want to hit her no more.
Might want to do other things.
I mean,
Can we please move past this line of discussion?
I mean, everyone I'm bonded with, I still want to fight with, to be honest.
Oh, as long as that don't go away, it should be fun.
I could do.
But don't you get hurt doing that.
Only if our guide were outed.
Which my forehead's bleeding pretty anyway, after all the compelling that's already been happening.
That's true. You didn't make us roll for that.
I already dunked on you for using your abilities on a human. Until you use a stronger discipline, I'll cool it a little bit. It smells too much like fish and brine here to be able to smell your blood.
Valid.
Yeah, I don't know how much you can nail me, Emmy. 'Cause I'm hurt real bad.
Depends on how well I roll.
If you want to give it a shot, yeah, sure. And then I can, as a top off, if it's all right with you, Anastasia.
She just like wipes her hand, and the wound she had created is gone, and sort of backs up, and she says, "Yeah, I'll wait."
I could have done that, but I mean, what other?
Great, I'm aroused.
Now is everybody else stepping away?
Yeah, I think I take a walk, probably with Octavia. I'm like, are you right?
Very frustrating. Too careless with themselves.
Keep an eye on them. Don't want any funny business either.
I couldn't see her since earlier. I couldn't scry her at all. I feel frustrated. I'm just emotional.
Perhaps the Cavallo. Not really.
What was going on inside? It seems that she's a very, very old and very skilled one of us. I wouldn't be surprised.
She says she's quite.
She say that?
Overhearing.
I mean, you know Jerry, and I mean, he's an excellent fighter, but what was done in there must take eons of practice.
Up.
We fade out of our seat.
Before I Valerian, is there anything that I can do with my 4 dots in medicine where I do all of these things?
I do have 1 superficial damage.
Yeah.
Wait. No, I think that one got at by all the aggravated damage.
All right. Okay, so I did my rouse check for the power.
Yeah.
And then I did a rouse check for intelligence. I passed.
Nice.
So I'm like, I need more dice. Then... Okay, so I'm rolling intelligence of 42 plus my rouse. 1, 2, 3. Ah! Yes! Those 2 10s again. Okay.
Ooh.
So with 4, 6. So 6 is
More than 3. More than 3 more than the goal.
1 aggravated for every level of 3 successes in the margin. So is that 2 aggravated that I can heal him, or
for every
just 1?
For every 3. Wait.
Men's
for every
1
3,
aggravated.
No, you would have needed to get like
8 because it's against a difficulty 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1 aggravated.
You could you did willpower. What does it look like when you use your Valerian to heal Jerry's many broken bones?
Oh fuck! Hold up, I gotta find the poem I wrote last.
Yay! It's been so long.
It's been so very long. This one's already written though, so. Where did I put it? Oh, I got 2 options. No, I only have 1. Now take a deep breath and focus on me. Try not to think of the pain, and listen now to the sound of my voice and feel your health regain.
And as Imogen says that, and you feel like your jaw snap back into place, I am going to need a willpower roll from you, Jerry.
Uh-oh. Walked away. We can't help.
You left the squishiest vampire with the beefiest vampire.
We're not that far.
If he starts getting aggressive, I'm ready to compel again.
I'm also right here with
Yeah.
Jerry and Anastasia.
I have 5 successes.
Ooh.
Okay.
I mean, it's Imogen. She's a sweet little bean. She's reciting poetry to you. And even as the, most delicious scent washes over your nostrils, just the, best food that you could ever imagine, you would never think to harm poor Imogen. And Imogen's face, meanwhile, is, turning incredibly bloody and, Carrie style. As her eye bleeds.
Oh, I'm gonna take a handkerchief and wipe off some of the blood on her face.
Yeah. Oh.
Sweet.
Thanks for that. And mate.
I'm maybe not really. At any time.
What is everyone else doing?
I think once we see this solve, we'll head on back to the. Wanted to take a wide berth so we didn't feel like eating our friends.
I'm gonna ask on is that offer still good? Because I'm still really hurt.
I mean, yeah, if your friend's okay with it.
Yeah,
Not our will to give away.
I mean, I promise I won't. I'm not gonna lord my influence over you or anything like that. And she just kind of like shreds her palm again and hands it over. I'm genuinely, I'm just trying to help you out.
All right. And I'll drink it to whatever makes me like not
So here's
hurt
the thing.
so bad.
As you drink it, her blood tastes very, very nice. And you don't need a lot of it.
Cool.
As you drink it, you begin to feel the bones in your body just like crack into place. As she is imbuing you with some of her own abilities through her blood. You begin to feel like all of these spots that she had punched start to like fix themselves. And over the next like hour or so, all of the aggravated damage is going to slowly start healing. But as this happens, you find yourself not infatuated, as Octavia had hinted upon, but more like camaraderie. It's like the same feeling you felt as the people next to you in like the trenches and stuff. You feel like you've been through some shit with this person, even though you only met them tonight.
All right.
You
Well, I'm good to go.
Well, all right. That should kick in pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Anastasia,
Yeah?
forgive my question. It is one that is not of distrust, one of curiosity. How do you know how to, I guess, fight that well, especially against someone like Jerry?
Oh, well, Jerry fights like a lot of people that I've had to deal with in the past. His style's unique, but it's nothing I haven't seen, through my years in combat and stuff. But do you mean like taking a hit, or?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. My sire taught me everything.
Must be nice.
Yeah.
Jerry's gonna walk away at that.
I don't know. My sire said that it's pretty normal for all the stuff I can do. Did yours not teach you how to do stuff?
The relationship between myself and my sire is one that is complicated.
Sorry about
No. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Artists. Yeah. No. I just kind of also wanted to check in. I apologize if the IOU has seemed both incredibly hot and incredibly cold in relation to their response to you.
I mean, I've only had fun. I haven't. Is someone being rude to me?
Oh, that's Dare's greatest fear. Oh boy.
Oh no.
No, but I will say there's a certain amount of, I think, a little bit of trepidation that comes from being concerned just for their general interest of someone they don't know entirely too well. Investigators, they
Oh, that makes sense.
are curious about getting the truth about everyone they meet.
That's fair. I mean, can I be honest with you, Leon?
Of course.
I mean, it's nice, like, getting to see what y'all do and stuff, but I was a little bit not forthright with my intentions. I'm genuinely very interested in what you and your friends do, and it's been impressive so far. I mean, we mostly just found a tavern and fought, but I mean, I am here on business.
What?
I gotta report back on how this goes.
Are you just reporting on the findings here or on our job? Well done.
Or the latter, and to make sure that you don't break any masquerade or anything the
No,
Camarilla
that's
wouldn't
fair.
like.
That's understandable.
But not to say I don't enjoy being here.
Yeah. Yeah. Myself as well. I will say it might be. Are you not supposed to tell people about your true intentions for being here?
I just thought people would be a little bit on edge if they knew that their employer was sending someone to keep tabs on them.
Yeah, no. I mean, I know who I am as a person, so I'm not shocked, but it might maybe come at the sting of the egos of a few other people here. Maybe you should be honest with them just so there's no more sense of distrust. I, for one, trust you wholeheartedly, but I'm Leon. I don't know.
I mean, you seem great so far.
Same.
Ugh.
It is terrifying that you can fight Jerry so easily, by the way.
I thought he would be tougher, honestly.
Don't tell him that.
I'm sorry.
He takes a lot of pride in that. It's fine. You looked great fighting, by the way. Anyway, you should maybe at some point we should probably tell them about that. But yeah.
And as Leon and Anastasia awkwardly walk back towards the group, the investigation continuing on, we are going to end for tonight.
This was so fun.
That's a good one. That was a good
Boy,
one.
howdy.
Very fun one. Fucking knew it, B-dubs.
I mean, behind the curtain, I think in the chat last time, everyone was like, we can't trust her, we can't trust her, we can't trust her. And then the moment she showed up, absolutely no one did anything to figure out if she was dishonest, and instead just immediately started like, hey, Leon, your girlfriend's here.
I had to.
It was perfect. I love it.
Behind the scenes little tidbit, Evelyn was being like crazy aunt to like lure her into a false sense of security, and like none of her stories look like she was like, yeah, like all this stuff is, I'm totally here to just chill, and then don't break any masquerades, don't break any masquerades.
I believe her.
I'm like,
To be fair, she was the one who broke the masquerade thingy first.
That's
Not me.
I don't think you get to do
Not me.
Whose idea was it to start the fight?
We should wrap.
I was gonna play fair.
hey everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Your viewership means the world to us, and we hope you enjoyed it, because we did. If you did enjoy yourselves and you want to show your support, the best way to do so is by heading on over to patreon.com/Tabletop Tiddies. I ran out of breath. When you become a patron, you get access to a multitude of behind-the-scenes snippets, polls that affect our games, bonus episodes, and more. We also have a merch store, like buy t-shirts and tank tops and stuff. And actually, there's a sale currently, the Labor Day sale. T-shirts are like $15. Everything else is also on sale. The prices should be marked on the website. So that website, if you are interested, is tabletoptitties.threadless.com. Go and check it out. Speaking of supporting these titties, because that's how you can help us with the merch thing, that supports us. We get money from that. It's great. You should do it because it's also cool merch. Supporting these titties. Indigo shout out for this evening goes to Lauren Geldof. Thank you so much, Lauren, for supporting and backing our Season 3 campaign and helping us get this season up and running. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Last but not least, make sure to follow us on social media at Tabletop Tiddies, and if you tweet using the hashtag TTTitties, you can get an NPC named after you. You can find all of this info and our website on our website. Fine words are, I can totally say them. Yeah, you can go to our website and find out stuff at www.tabletoptitties.com. And remember, when we say titties, it is with double D's, baby. We'll see you next week on Tuesday for D&D, and this time next week for BAM.
Nice. Stick around.
Yeah.
I'm going to find someone to raid, but it's late. Bye.